Okay, guys, come on in. Share the live. As you guys come in, share the live. All of my platforms are telling everybody that we are live. This is a GLP-1 video sponsored by Amble. Okay, so share the live, y'all. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Y'all. This is my first time going live on several platforms at a time, and it's super scary because they have a lot of eyes on me right now. We're on YouTube, we're on Instagram, and we're on TikTok, y'all. And listen, if I had another device, I would be on Facebook. But trust me, I'm figuring that out, because when I was doing my little setup, I was like, what happened to Facebook? So share the live. Give me 1 second, because I got to share my live to everybody. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Share the live for me, and y'all get ready to tap the screen, because we need to really get the likes up so that the engagement can follow. Hi, you guys. I know, and listen, let's not get it twisted. We're talking all GLP-1 tonight, okay? All GLP questions, all GLP-1 questions. We're talking side effects. We're talking shortages. We're talking plan A, plan B, plan C's, and all of the things, okay? And hold on. Let me share it, guys. Let me share it with my family and my friends to let them know that I'm live. 1 second. I'm so excited. Oh God, I should have put this child up, because honey, of course my puppy gonna be cutting up. So I got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, you guys. So we're talking about GLP-1 medication, you guys. We are talking about why we're taking these medications. Hold on, y'all. Somebody at my god doggone door. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Honey, y'all know Morocco is the man of the house when my husband is not here. And he said, who's at the god doggone door? Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see how many people we can get in here before we get started, y'all. Let me continue to share the live for me, you guys. And I'm going to jump right in with introductions. And then we're going to jump right into education, because y'all know that's what I'm here for, to educate. Hold on 1 second. Okay, y'all continue to share the live. They're asking me if I have an age restriction. I don't, because we prescribe these to children. Okay, so let's just get into it. So this live is about GLP-1 medications. Introductions. My name is Keisha Dixon. I am a registered nurse by trade. A lot of you guys know this already. I work under the umbrella of emergency room medication, you guys, and I have been a nurse for 22 years, and I have been on my weight loss journey for over 1.5 years now, and I am 74 pounds down. Now, you guys all see the title at the top of the page. Amble is a compounded pharmacy that I have partnered with, because I now, like a lot of you guys, are having problems getting my medication and my husband's medication. My daughter haven't had a problem yet, but it didn't feel well when I went to the pharmacy and I could not fill my prescription. So I started to look into pharmaceutical companies. There are a lot of good pharmaceutical companies out there, but when it comes to me and mine, y'all know I have a lot of freaking questions. I got a lot of questions. And I know what questions to ask. And I know what answers I'm expecting, right? So when it comes to me and mine, I have to make sure that what I'm doing is legit and what I'm doing is secure and safe. And so this is what I'm doing. Okay, this is what I'm doing. Now, when it comes to those of you who are not familiar with GLP-1 medications, GLP-1 medications are medications that assist patients who are diabetic as well as suffer with the disease obesity to get their first hemoglobin A1Cs, which monitors your blood sugar levels if you are having issues with diabetes, and control. And then, as a side effect or a common um, therapeutic result of the medication, you lose weight. And the way you do that is um, the GLP-1 medication, which is a hormone, you guys. It is not an insulin. It is a hormone that your body naturally produces when you eat, um, and you are starting to feel full and you are no longer hungry. Your body is telling you by secreting a hormone that's produced in your gut, and it signals to your brain, okay, let's stop eating. We're no longer hungry. We're full. So this is what this medication is. It's a medication that is placed in a pen. It is an injectable, and this injectable um you inject once a week, okay, according to your weight loss journey and what you have discussed with your physician. So this is what this medication does. Now for me, I started my weight loss journey at 225 pounds, and I was ready to make a life change. That's just my story. And I started with MOUNJARO. I had the original MOUNJARO coupon that allotted me to get my medication for $25. And then over some time, the coupon expired. My insurance no longer covered. I had to switch over to Wegovy, do prior authorizations, like a lot of us have had to do. Had been denied, and then my clinician worked very tirelessly to get my prior authorization approved for um, Wegovy and then ZEPBOUND. So now that there's a lot of buzz around these medications, it is everybody wants to take this medications for whatever their personal reasons are. And that's their business, right? You know, whatever their personal reasons are, that's their business and they can do it. The issue is we have two giants who are amazing companies who have given us these amazing opportunities to lose weight, you know, thankfully. And, you know, because of supply and demand, they're not able to keep up with the demand of their clients, patients, and it's hindering a lot of people. There's a lot of financial issues that come along with this medication. If you don't have the insurance to cover you, or you don't have a physician that will work tirelessly for you to get you a prior authorization approved so that you can get on this medication, then it poses a problem. It creates, like I said in my video, a bump in the road for you, which is unfortunate because these medications are so expensive. The demand for it is just out of control, you guys. So what people are resorting to, thankfully, is compounded medications. Now, I know there's a lot of questions regarding compounded medications because we know that compounded medications are not governed by the FDA. So that tends to make a lot of people nervous. You know, there's a lot of questions behind it. You know, there's a lot of imposters out here when it comes to the compounded versions of these medications, which is why when I vet compounded pharmacies and companies, I have a lot of questions. And again, like I said, I know what questions to ask. So I could go anywhere in Houston and get compounded medications, just like you guys can go anywhere, wherever you live, and get compounded medications. The problem is, do you know what questions to ask? And, you know, do you have someone that has your back to help you find those questions if you don't have it? A lot of us do, a lot of us don't. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'm telling you, for me and my family, me and mine, me and my supporters, I have chosen Amble because I have vetted them. I have talked with the owner, and I've asked a lot of hard questions, and I like what these people are doing. I like the vision for the company. I like the fact that we don't have to pay for physician fees. I like that we don't have to pay for shipping. That's like $150 savings there, depending upon who you ask, or who you choose, you know. Now, I did order my TIRZEPATIDE today. I ordered 10 milligrams, and I do plan on starting as soon as it comes in the mail. I haven't gotten it yet. But I'm going to take you guys on that journey with me, because I want you guys to trust, you know, I want you guys to trust what I'm telling you about my experience. Okay. I can only speak for my experience. So don't think that I'm telling you guys this is facts, this is truth, this is what it is, because everybody's experience is different. Everybody will have a different experience on any medication that you take. I'm just telling you my experience, and I just want to bring you guys along with me. So this live was just pretty much to let you guys know what my plan is, and where my family is going, and the shortage, and because I don't want all of the apprehension that comes with going to the pharmacy to pick up my medicine. Now, am I going to stay with my ears to the street when it comes to when Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk get their business together? Of course I am. But for right now, I'm not going to do it out. I'm not going backwards. I've come way too far to go backwards. I've come way too far to let my experience just fall to the wayside. You know, I have things that I need, that I want to do when it comes to my health. I'm not only taking tirzepatide to just lose weight. Actually, I'm at goal. Well, really and truly, I could stand to lose another 15 to 20 pounds, but for right now, I'm comfortable where I am, and I want to stay where I am, and I don't want to go backwards. And not only that, I suffer with rheumatoid arthritis. This medication helps with inflammation. We all know that when we take GLP-1 medications, that the first thing that's going to resolve is the inflammation, you know, and it has worked wonders for me. So I for damn sure can't go there when it comes to my health. I'm a nurse. I work in emergency room environment. It's high, you know, it's a high, oh my God, highly stimulating environment. I'm on my feet. You know, I charge and when I'm not in the ER, I charge a 20-bed unit of outpatients, surgical patients of every service line. So I don't have time to be suffering at work when I know I have a resolve. Okay. So I'm not trying to influence you guys or force y'all's hand to do anything. I just want to let you guys know that we have options. Okay. We don't have to be held hostage financially, or, you know, by their supply. You know, we have options that work. There are a lot of people who have taken their compound journey, and they share it with us. And I've been watching. I see what you guys are doing. And I'm so happy for you guys, because first of all, you guys have definitely encouraged me, because who does not want the Beyonce of GLP-1s? We all do. But for a lot of us, it's just not a possibility. I know in my area, I can't tell y'all how many Walmarts, Sam's, thank you, D, Costco's that I have called looking for my 10 milligram of ZEPBOUND. Y'all, And because I have a A-type personality, and I like things when I want things when I want it. I want it now. I don't want to wait. Because I have that type of personality, I'm not about to wait on Nova Nardis nor Eli Lilly. I'm gonna take things into my own hands, and I'm gonna make sure that when I don't have that, I have this. I'm never gonna go without. I'm gonna do what I have to do. If I have to pick up a shift to do it, which I've been doing, that's just what I'm gonna do, because there's 3 of us in here that need this compound medicine, not just me. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever the price point is, I have to pay that times 3. And me and mine, we're gonna do what we have to do, because we're not going backwards. And thankfully, we have options. And thankfully, I have found a company that gave me all the answers that I was looking for. And like I said, on top of that, all of them fees that they are charging you. And I'm not talking about one company in specific, but we it's hard enough as it is. It's hard enough as it is. This is not the only medication that my husband take. It's not the only medication that I take, and it's not the only medicine that my daughter takes. At 20 years old, she have a prescription list. Okay, we working on it, but this is one less headache. This is one less thing that I know that I have to worry about, and that I figured out for myself. And I'm obligated to share it with you guys. And thankfully, Amble is trusting me to be one of the faces of their companies, and I'm proud to do it, because of my experience with compounded medications. So if you guys are interested, these are the facts. I have them on the back, on the back page of my TikTok. Those of you who are on Instagram, if you click the link in my bio, you will see that the links are there. If you have never taken this medication before, I would love to tell you about the side effects of these medications. I know you guys have possibly heard a lot of things about these medications and side effects. There's a lot of things in the media. I always want to start by saying, always vet your source of information. And before you even do that, look up stuff yourself, read things yourself. Okay. I would stick to, medical people, pharmacy post, and go from there. So study, we talk about, there is YouTube University, but again, like I said, look for the look at who you guys are getting information from. Are these professional people? Have they worked in this medicine before? Do they take care of patients with this type of medication list? Do they work with patients who have diabetes? Do they work with patients who have obesity? So that you know that the information that you are getting is coming from a safe place. Okay. So when it comes to side effects, if you have GI issues, I'm going to tell you right now that you're going to have a problem if you don't prophylactically take care of yourself. And when you're taking care of yourself, you can take care of yourself over the counter. Okay. If you have GERD, you need to get you on some Protonics. If you have GERD, you got to take Protonics, Zantac. There is Prevacid, things of that nature. You have to take those things prophylactically, because these medications are going to slow down your digestive tract, so that you can hold on to your food longer. Okay. So there's an issue there. So when you are holding on to food longer, what's going to happen? Food is going to sit on your belly. Bacteria possibly can be a problem. How do we combat that? We combat that by taking pre and probiotics. Okay. Pre and probiotics are good bacteria. That good bacteria is going to fight the bad bacteria and keep you well balanced. Okay. So you have to start there. If you are a patient that has issues with constipation, you guys, it's going to slow down your digestive tract again. So you know that you have to drink a lot of fluids. We talk about this all the time. If you guys are following my friend Andrew talks about this almost daily. He's my constant reminder to drink fluids. And thank you for that. So you know that you also have to make sure you're getting your fiber in. You have to make sure you are taking your stool softeners, and then sometimes, hopefully less times than more, you will probably have to take something to stimulate a bowel movement, and be careful with that, especially if you have cardiac issues. If you have cardiac issues, a lot of times when we are stooling, when we're taking medications to help us have bowel movements, we will deplete electrolytes, which will dehydrate you, which will cause electrolyte imbalances that can throw off your cardiac rhythm, which will create palpitations and sometimes chest pain. But again, it's all man-made. It's stuff that we have to work on daily, and like I said, prophylactically. We call that in the weight loss community pre-gaming. And if you want to know about pre-gaming, follow me on any one of my social media sites. I have a video posted about it. You can learn about it tonight as soon as we get off the live. What else do I want to tell y'all? When it comes to appetite suppression, a lot of people, listen, y'all, this is like one of the number one things that people want to know when they ask me and they're new to this medication. How much weight did you lose? Does it suppress your appetite? How fast am I going to lose weight? Some of us slow. And that's just the truth. Some of us slow. I lost weight so slow. And you know what? I'm not even mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all, because it's gone. I'm working on it never returning. I gave my body time to adjust to every dose that I took. And I gave my skin time to adjust to the new norm. Okay. And for me, it worked out because I don't have a lot of skin sagging. I do have some flabby skin, y'all, but not a lot. And thankfully, and listen, this ain't something that I knew back then. I learned this along the way. You guys are lucky. You guys are very lucky. There are a lot of content creators on here that give a lot of information, you guys. You just have to attach yourself to someone that you like. And someone that, you know, that is giving you the information that you need, because there is a lot of fluff out there, but the information that you need and that's useful and that will benefit your weight loss journey, I hope you find those people. There are a lot of people. You guys know that I have like attached myself to a lot of people that I have grown to admire and respect. You guys know that I have a team of GLP-1 young ladies that and gentlemen that I have attached myself to. And if you know me, you know who they are. They're in the chat. And I'm gonna call out a few off the top of my head. Delante, Kima, Sade. My sister is a great resource if you are having issues with prior authorizations. Summer, y'all, Mama Jens, and you guys, listen. Mama Jens has been very monumental in helping me also learn about Amble. Let me just say that. I have to give her flowers because she was monumentous in helping me get with the people so that I can ask the questions that I wanted to ask and that I needed to ask to make my decision. Andrew, I called out your name. Also, Man on the Pin, you guys. I adore Dave Nat, because Dave, when I call Dave and I DM him and all that good stuff, Dave is gonna give me numbers. I love numbers. I'm a numbers person. I'm a nerd. I gotta see the facts. He's gonna give you literature that you can go and look up. I love that about Dave, because that gives me the opportunity to read it for myself. Because I tell y'all have to get y'all's information for yourself. It gives me the opportunity to do that, and for me to make my own educated decision about whatever it is I want to know. you know, whenever we're talking about whatever it is that we're talking about. Thank you guys for sharing a lot. Okay, so let me take a moment to acknowledge some people in the chat so that you guys don't feel like I'm ignoring y'all. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I'm so excited about my journey with Amble, y'all. I'm so excited to be a part of a team of people that are about their patients. They are about their client. And I love that. I love that. So let me just say hi to a couple of people because I see you guys. Philanda, hi, my love. Thank you so much for being here. Giovanna, you guys, is another creator that I absolutely love and adore. Thank you so much for being here, Brandon. I see you. Ruby Red Customs, I see you. Let's see. My own time, I see you. Charmaine, hi, how are you? Aurora, how are you? And you guys, do me a favor. If you're on TikTok, can you please put your goals in the chat so that I can give you guys some shout outs? Okay. If you don't mind. Deanna, hi, my love. I see you, sweetheart. Angela says, I have insurance, but my out of pocket is $900 and I could not afford it. And this is one of the reasons why I adore Amble, because you do not have to pay $900. You don't have to pay $900, friend. You can choose the option of semaglutide or tirzepatide and pay for your medication at a fraction of the cost and not worry about your physician fee. And you don't have to worry about shipping. We got that. Okay. If you choose semaglutide, whichever dose you're on, our doctors will talk with you about it, form a plan with you, and then you have your price point. If you choose tirzepatide, again, our doctors will talk to you about a plan that you guys can work together on, and then you have your price point. And that's an amazing example of why I'm so happy that we all have Amble now. Nelly says it is too stressful. I can't take it anymore, and I've been doing it for 4 months. I'm so sorry, friend, but again, we have Amble now. Christina says yes, tirzepatide, cause coming from MOUNJARO to semaglutide, she says she had very slow weight. Someone else says I have noticed that there's a lot of people who did. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Moving on. I see your comment, friend. Hey, Miss Didi, how are you? How are you? Andrew says hello, you guys. Shay, thank you for the follow. Jandra says it's great to have options. Glad to see common representation. Thank you, my love. Daphne says she had to drive 45 minutes to get her 10 milligram. I know, friend. Trust me. Been there, done that. Another thing that I love so much about having compounded options is that the driving around, y'all, I wear so many hats. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a nurse. You guys, I'm a content creator, I'm an educator. I ain't got time. I just don't have time. I don't have time. So I love the fact that I don't have to worry about shipping and that my medication can come to my doorstep. Valerie says her insurance stopped covering her MOUNJARO. Shanette says hello to everybody on Instagram. Hey, Miss Mary says hello to everybody. My friend, hi, Nikita is on Instagram. How are you doing? I have a few people on YouTube. And listen, this is a fun fact. This is my second time going live on YouTube. So I'm not familiar with a lot of people who are on YouTube, but I see you guys. I see you guys. Welcome into the chat. We don't have a lot of questions on YouTube, but feel free to put your questions in the comments because I can see them. I can see them, y'all. The very first time I went live, I couldn't see y'all comments because I had to figure out how to use YouTube. I didn't know how to do it, but I'm on now. Hello. That's Carlette. Can you please not abbreviate because I have so much stuff going on. If you write it out, I can understand what you're trying to tell me, my love. I can understand what you're saying if you don't abbreviate. Because it's hard for me to try to educate and figure out what your abbreviations mean all at the same time. I got a lot of screens going on at one time. Okay. So does anybody have any questions before I start doing my shout outs? Thank you, Shanette. Shanette says congratulations. Officially, Susan says my second month of Amble TIRZEPATIDE 15 milligrams arrives tomorrow. Yay. So listen, Miss Susan, can you please, when you do your update, tag me so that I can tune in and engage in the comments? Peeler asks, what the shots do? Curb appetite, burn fat. So Peeler, welcome to the chat. And thank you so much for the question. It's a great question. What this medication is going to do, it is going to slow down your digestion. And it's a hormone, first of all, that slows down your digestion. This hormone is produced in your gut. That hormone is going to signal to your brain that you are full, and it's going to help you to it's going to help you to feel full faster, and it's going to keep you full for a long time. That's why a lot of us are so successful in this medication. Okay, I'm 74 pounds down to date. Hey, girl, are you on Instagram and on TikTok? Hey, Miss Mary says, I'm so happy to hear this because right before I saw your live, I was getting nervous. I'm nervous about what? She says, I'm waiting for my order. LaShante, hi, how are you? Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Miss Mara. She says, let this PA be denied. I will be joining you. Congratulations. Come on over, baby. We will be happy to have you. Zeppy Peppy says, how has your transition from name brand to compound been? Any major differences? So I just ordered my script today. So I wanted to come and tell you guys that I ordered my script today, and I want to do my journey with you guys. So everything that I experience is going to be live on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So whatever the experience is going to be, y'all going to see it firsthand. Janaria says hello to everybody. Lori Daughtery says my mom is new to MOUNJARO, but her copay is over $300. She has Medicare as her supplemental pay. So is over $300. Okay. So your mom, okay, so we know that MOUNJARO is TIRZEPATIDE, and it sounds to me like $300 is a problem. So why not try SEMAGLUTIDE, sweetheart? It is at a fraction of the cost. It is actually half the cost. And again, you would not have to pay for a physician fee or shipping when it comes to going through Amble. I have a link in my bio, you guys, who are all interested. Okay. What exercises do you do, friend? Have you not seen my videos? Honey, she is in the gym. She's in the gym, y'all. I attend Crunch Fitness, and I do strength training mostly now, and then I do cardio. My cardio consists of brisk walking. And listen, that strength training is kicking my behind. But listen, every time that I go, I'm getting stronger, and I am tolerating the workout better every time I go. Every time I go. She is 70-year-old diabetic, retired BSN RN. So yeah, that sounds like a lot of money for her. I don't know if she has talked to her doctor about trying something a little bit cheaper like the semaglutide, which would cut her cost in half. So that's something that you can consider. But again, speak with your clinicians or click the link in the bio and speak with one of our physicians, and they will be happy to work out some type of treatment plan for her. But you guys have to do something. Like I always tell you guys, your plan A needs to have a plan B, your plan B needs to have a plan C, and so on. Okay. But what we're not going to do is go backwards. Not in this house and not on this team. Okay. Lori, DM me so we can talk. DM me. I'll set some time aside so that you and I and her can talk. You guys can ask me a couple of questions that we can that I can answer privately for you. IMT says, this is what I've been waiting to see. Keisha, you made my night. Congratulations on dropping the mic. Well, thank you, friend. I am so excited. Thank you, Miss Cheryl. She says, congratulations. Oh, Delante says, this is my high school best friend. I invited them. Thank you so much for coming into the live, friend. But we definitely can talk privately. And like I said, we can think of something. Yes, they do accept FSA and HSA. Nikki Blake is asking the question. Yes, ma'am. Hello, listen. And this was one of my questions. This is what I'm talking about with this team. This was one of my questions. I'm so glad you asked that. Let me pin that on TikTok. If you have an FSA or HSA account, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. They do take that. I cannot wait to revamp mine when open enrollment comes up, because that's exactly how I'll be paying for my medications. Tanya says, is that $2.99 tirzepatide really the price for a 3-month? It's not for 3 months. It's not for 3 months. It's $2.99 per month. Per month. Okay. That 3-month subscription, they want you to commit to a 3-month subscription with them so that they can build a relationship with you. That is what that is about. Okay. Hey, Miss Teresa, how are you? Thank you, Astra, for answering that in the question in the comments. Hey, friend, I see you. Any question? There's a lot of questions on TikTok. Anybody have any questions on YouTube or Instagram? I see a lot of eyeballs. Hi, Sade. Hi, Shannon. So Miss Living is asking, do you have to start at 2.5 milligrams with Amble? So my question to you is, have you ever taken this medication before? If you have never taken this medication, there's not a doctor that's going to prescribe this medication at a higher dose unless you are a diabetic and you have taken other GLP-1 medications in the past. If you are a non-diabetic, it would behoove you to even want to start at the lowest dose, because that medication and that dose is going to get you acclimated to this medication. You gotta remember, this is a hormone. Yes, your body naturally produces it, but now we are adding to what your body already produces. And let me just say this, for those of us who are confused about GLP-1, did you guys watch the Oprah special where they explained to us the reason why, this medication is working so good for us, and the reason why we have issues with obesity is because our GLP-1 receptors, they don't work, they're broken, and that now that we take this medication, this is why we have some, quiet, the food noise is quieted. Did y'all catch that in the special? When I tell you, that was like an aha moment, like Oprah loves to say, that was like an aha moment for me. I'm like, damn, you know what? That's true. It's true. When she said that skinny people don't understand, or people who don't battle obesity, they don't understand the noise, the voice, because they don't have issues with the voice. They don't They don't have something talking to them and asking them, what are we eating? What are we eating for lunch when we're eating breakfast? And, what are we going to be snacking on later? Because their GLP-1 receptors work. They produce GLP-1 the way it's supposed to be produced, and it functions appropriately. We're the ones that have issues. So, yes, you will start at 2.5, my love. You will. Miss Living says, Keisha, yes, I have been there on semaglutide since June. So if you've been on semaglutide 2.5 already, friend, they probably will ask you for just maybe like a screenshot of your prescription or a screenshot of your medication, and then you will talk with one of the physicians. They will come up with a plan for you, and if you choose to go up, they will you guys will decide that together. Okay. But that is a conversation that that you and the doctor will have, and they're going to do what's best for you and what's safe for you. Okay. Anybody have any questions about side effects? Does anybody have any questions about the shortages and and all that stuff? Did y'all see my video on MOUNJARO and how there are other people that are coming into the chat when it comes to this $100 billion industry, y'all? It's gonna get ugly before it all pans out. And thankfully, we have companies like Amble that are here to assist us. I did share. I did join Amble. I ordered my medicine today, girl. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm. Ms. Myra says, yes, break the monopoly on pricing. That's all I'm worried about, honey. Because like I said, there's 3 of us in here on GLP-1 meds. 3 of us in here. And none of us have access to brand right now. Catch that T. None of us have access to brand right now. Okay. My husband, thankfully, was able to get his 10 milligram dose of MOUNJARO, his script this past week. He was able to get it, so he has 3 pens left. And our neighbor, thankfully, is the pharmacist at our local Walmart. He told us that it's ugly. He said that all they have is what they have, which is not very many doses, and they don't know when they're going to get it. Our Sam's doesn't have it, our Costco. So we're just going to do what we have to do. Miss T said, I had to drop in dose to 7.5 because that was all that was available to you in your area, right? And Miss Sher, it's due to availability. We don't have insurance issues. It's due to availability. Thank you, Day. Oh my God, my first galaxy. Thank you so much. Who sent that? That was so pretty. Lamb chop, thank you so much. Key says, waiting on 7.5 for almost a week. I have a box of 5 as a result. Oh, and that's another thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about. I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me tell y'all, if y'all have anybody that tell y'all that you are stockpiling, like that's a bad thing, honey, in what household and whose wallet? Because if I get the opportunity to stockpile brands, compound, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do what it is that I have to do. I'm gonna do what I have to do. Let's be clear. I have 15 milligram of MOUNJAROs in my refrigerator, but I can't use them because I'm on 10. I'm not trying to make myself sick. And that's another thing, like I like to tell you guys, and let's be clear, we have to be you know, we have to be safe. There's a lot of things going on, y'all, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, with the opening of these pens. Y'all, it's so many things going on. Y'all, please be safe. Please be safe. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Okay? It's a lot. We can get very clever, but it's not that serious. Okay? We have options. We have safe options. Hey, Rose, how are you? Hey, Tori, she says, I'm definitely stockpiling. You better. Your plan A needs to have a plan B. Your plan B needs to have a plan C. Nikki Blake is asking, does Amble help with PAs? No, we do not do brand. This is compound. Okay? We don't do brand. Okay? We don't have time for that. When you come over here, you're going to get your medicine. You're going to get semaglutide, or you're going to get tirzepatide, and you're not going to pay a doctor's fee, and you're not going to pay for shipping. Okay? The doctors want to build a relationship with you because you will be assigned a physician, and they want a 3-month commitment from you so that they can build a relationship with you. But outside of that, there are no commitments. Okay? Keith says, I've been able to stretch mine out for 10 days and still have the benefits, but I would prefer not to. I know a lot of us would prefer not to do that. But at the end of the day, friend, you just have to do what you have to do, for the time being. And then again, when the time comes, just know that you have an option through Amble. Just remember, whichever platform you go on, the link is always going to be in my bio. I'm going to have the links attached to all of my YouTube videos. If you guys are over here on YouTube, the link is going to be in the bio of every video that I'm going to post, because on YouTube, when the video is live, I cannot attach my links. If I can, y'all, charge it to my head, not my heart. I have not learned that yet. So it will be in the video, and I will upload the video as soon as I get off live. And Instagram, you guys, the link is in my bio. Loric on Instagram is saying, I haven't been able to fill for a month. I have a script for 10 and 12.5, and I can't find it anywhere. Tirzepatide is nowhere to be found. And I don't get insurance coverage. Dang, friend. So you've been paying out of pocket. That's expensive. And listen, to each his own. First of all, let me just say, thank God you have the finance to do that. But like I said, I don't know if you just hopped in. I've been a nurse for over 22 years. I have a lot of experience with compounded medications, and compounded semaglutide and compounded tirzepatide. If you get it from the right compounded pharmacy, they are safe, friend. Okay, they're safe. So I don't know how much you're paying your physician. I don't know how much your appointments are, but through Amble, we don't have a physician fee, and we don't have a fee for us to ship tirzepatide out to you. It does take 7 to 8 business days. You will have a dedicated physician dedicated to you. Like I said, your physician is going to ask you for a 3-month commitment, just so that he can get to know your medical history, so that you can form a relationship. But outside of that, there are no commitments. So if you think about it, it saves you. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, friend. Loving Life. Hi, how are you doing? 6500 says, hello, friend. When I enroll, do I pay before I see the doctor? No, you don't pay until the doctor has a discussion with you and they order your medicine. You have to get approved first. Okay, so no, you don't pay until it's a go. So that's another thing that I like about them. They ain't taking your money. Listen, don't make me come out of my professional hat and really get down and really get down to y'all. I'm trying to be professional because I have their logo on here. But no, they are not going to take your money, friend, until it's a go. Till you have had the conversation, you have come up with the treatment plan, and you talked about your compounded pharmacy that they vet, and it's a go. Katie, thank you so much for answering that question. Somebody asked about the compounded pharmacies, and I'm gonna pin this. Teresa's saying you have to add card information. Of course, you have to add card information, you guys. Of course, but they're not going to charge you until it's a go. You guys got to know that when you are purchasing anything, especially this type of thing, that they have to secure. Listen, there has to be proof of funds. Like what's his name, y'all? What's his name that Ressa Tessa husband? How he didn't want to show proof of funds? There has to be proof of funds, honey. You have to show proof of funds. Legion. Don't go over there like Legion. Okay, you have to show proof of funds. Hey, Mama Jizz, how are you? How are you? I think about you every day. It takes everything in me not to text you every day. You know I want to be your personal nurse right now. It takes everything in me to give you your space and let you do what you're doing over there, that you are doing so well, might I add. Oh, I've been praying for you, sister. I hope you are feeling well. I hope you're feeling well. Y'all, yes, but you got to show proof of funds, honey. Okay, this is a business at the end of the day, okay? Love you too, Mama Jens. Y'all say hi to Mama Jens, y'all. She, listen, went to bat for me, okay? Nadine Wilson is confirming. She says, I just ordered from Amble and I love it. Listen, I have a few people that text me today and talked about how easy it was for them to sign up. They said that their process was that the programming was user friendly. I love that for us. Okay, so let's be clear. We are here to make it easy for y'all. Ain't no stress on this side of town. Let's be clear. Hey, friend. I see you on YouTube. I see you. I see you, friend. Okay, do we have any other questions? What is added to the tirzepatide? That is a discussion that you're gonna have with your clinician. 9 times out of 10 is gonna either be B6 or B12. LaShante, the 3-month subscription is so that you can develop a relationship with your dedicated clinician over there. Okay. Nadine is saying hers did not have anything. Listen, whenever my compound comes in the mail, you guys are going to be the first person to know. I'm going to request that mine have B12 because I just want to experience it. I don't know if they will be able to do it or not, but I'm going to request it. Shara saying compound must have an inactive. That's what I'm thinking. Hi, Miss Mary says, what's your YouTube? It's Keisha Dixon, my first and last name, Keisha Dixon. You guys, if y'all are not following me over there on YouTube, it would behoove you to follow me over there. I have a lot of things going on over there. It's so much fun. And if you have not created a YouTube and you are a content creator, I need you guys to put this on your goal list. I need to see y'all over there because we can do what the hell we want to do over there. As long as we're not copywriting, And TikTok, don't cut my video off because I'm saying this, because I'm just being real. That's why we have Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok going, honey. We have multiple streams going. I don't see you on live over there. Listen, it's because I didn't know how to do it, friend. I had to teach myself how to go live over there. I had to teach myself. So there is a question in the chat that I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know the answer to, because this was not a question that I asked. Serenity is asking, I'm writing your question down, Serenity, and I'm going to DM you. She says, do we have to purchase 3 months for a 3-month commitment? No, not 3 months at a time. But I'll get back with you on the specifics to that. Because who has 3 months worth of semaglutide or tirzepatide at one time? No, friend. Thank you. Thank you, my love. She says, going to look at your YouTube. Congrats. You're lovely and knowledgeable. Thank you. I appreciate you. Is there anything specific that y'all want me to talk about when it comes to GLP-1 medication? Is there anything that y'all want to know? We talked about, so let me just talk about a little education, because that's just the nerd in me. Let me talk about dehydration. Since my friend Andrew loves to talk about that, and he is my, like I said, my constant reminder. If you guys start taking this medication, there's a lot of things that I'm going to ask you guys to do, and I'm going to ask you guys to be prophylactic about. That is staying hydrated. If you are not thirsty, because that is a thing, if you are not thirsty, I'm going to recommend that you eat ice. I'm going to recommend that you eat popsicles that are no sugar. And if you get a headache, when you take this medication, the number one indication for dehydration is headache. Okay? Do not go and take headache medication. Do not take Excedrin. Okay, you're going to make it worse, because Excedrin is for true migraines. You're not having a migraine. You are dehydrated. So go back and drink you some water, eat you some ice, eat you a snowball, something like that, to get yourself hydrated. I love to tell that to people, because people are like, I can't understand why I cannot get rid of this headache after they've taken Excedrin. It's because you don't have a migraine, friend. You're just dehydrated. What do you do for bloating? Astra asks, for bloating, there's several things that you can do, friend. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you are taking a pre and a probiotic. Okay, make sure you are taking a digestive enzyme. Okay, a lot of people talk about papaya enzymes. I tried papaya enzymes and they're not bad. I just felt like I just didn't need them anymore, because I was doing pre and probiotic in one gummy, and then I also was doing digestive enzyme, papaya enzyme. And so I felt like I was doing too much. As a matter of fact, my clinician told me that I was doing too much. So I scaled back on the papaya enzymes, and now I just do the pre and probiotic. Also, I do blooms. A lot of people swear by Kiala. Am I saying that right? I've never tried Kiala, because what's not broken, I'm not trying to fix. I got other things to do. Blooms works for me. Blooms is what I've been doing. That's what I'm going to keep doing. Okay, that's just me. And when it comes to that, you can either dry scoop it, or you can put it in your drinks. I put it in my freshly squeezed juice. There's a company right next door, or now I have a juicer. I just add mine to my fluids, because I can't, that texture, I got texture issues, so I can't just chunk it back. So you can do those things, friend. And then also make sure that you are having regular bowel movements. Okay. What is the main difference between the regular medication versus compound? I was on MOUNJARO for 5 months. So the difference is, there are several differences. Okay. First of all, let's just be clear. The similarity is the active ingredient semaglutide, the active ingredient tirzepatide. So that's the similarities. The difference is with a compounded medications are not FDA governed. They're not governed by the FDA. Now, compounded pharmacies are, okay? But the medications are not, okay? So also, when you are vetting a compounded pharmacy, I used to say this a lot. Make sure that they have the certifications. Make sure, you know, all of the things. Yes. So of course we're gonna make sure that they are certified. Of course we're gonna make sure. Uh-oh. What's going on? To continue, I had to do something great. Okay. To continue on TikTok, I had to do some type of verification. They want to verify that it's actually me on here. Oh God. And so with compounded medications, you have an active ingredient and which is mixed with something. Okay, so your active ingredient in compounds is either semaglutide or tirzepatide, and then it's either mixed with something inactive like a vitamin, B12, B6, things of that nature. As far as we know that FDA has approved tirzepatide, MOUNJARO, and ZEPBOUND. MOUNJARO is FDA approved for diabetes, and ZEPBOUND is FDA approved for obesity. However, tirzepatide compound is not governed by the FDA. Okay, this is why we have to vet our compounded pharmacies. And listen, when I tell you guys to vet your pharmacy, these are the things that I ask. Okay. Do I have access to the pharmacist? Can I call and talk to someone? It's not an automated system that I'm talking to. If it's a local pharmacy, can I walk in and have a conversation? Because a lot of times we cannot do that. A lot of times we don't have direct access to the pharmacist. Other things that I would look for is who's mixing the medicine. Are there pharmacy techs mixing my medication, or is it a pharmacist that's mixing my medication? And are the pharmacy techs certified? Is my sister in here? Because she is. Oh, she is. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. She gonna tell you guys. Ooh, this is right up her alley. Hey, sister. Can you please very briefly tell everybody about compounded pharmacies? Can you talk to them about that for me? This is her specialty, y'all. She worked in compound. She did compounded medications for a long time.
Okay, so when I was reading through your comments. First things first, I seen like a lot of them asking what's the difference between a compounding medication. A compound in general medication is two or more drugs to get whatever the medication is. So in this case, when it comes to semaglutide, tirzepatide, we know semaglutide is Wegovy. Ozempic, we know tirzepatide is MOUNJARO, ZEPBOUND. You can mix that with anything for a sterile water. In this instance, it's been known to do the B6 and the B12. The reason why they do the B6 and the B12, some pharmacies, is because the B12 help combat some of the side effects, your nausea, your tiredness. And so that's why B12 or B6 are used. It's considered your inactive ingredient. Your active ingredient is semaglutide and tirzepatide. Any questions thus far? When it comes down to compounded pharmacies, all pharmacies or hospitals can do a compound. Now, when it comes to the semaglutide and the tirzepatide, they do have standalone to where they just handle compounds. Majority, anybody touching a compound is certified. No one can just walk in there and put two stuff together and can touch this medicine. Mm-hmm. You are able to check on the national database to see everybody's credentials. My credentials, you can look up and see that I'm certified. Your pharmacist credentials, you can see certified no matter who the case may be. So if you aren't getting this from a local compounding pharmacy and you're able to walk in there, you can walk in there. The licenses, the pharmacy is in charge, the staff, all of that is on the wall. So you can just really look to see. If it's an out-of-state pharmacy, you can always go to the pharmacy's website. You can Louisiana Board of Pharmacy, New York Board of Pharmacy, and you can put in these names and they will show you the credential. It's not hidden. It's there. You just have to know what you're looking for. Again, if you feel comfortable with calling and get some questions, feel free to call that pharmacy and get some questions. They should be able to talk back to you. There is a list that's kept with all active ingredients when it comes to making these lot numbers. So they are safe majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Any questions?
Any questions? Y'all got that? Thank you so much. You put that so eloquently. I mean, it'd be hard for me to explain that, you know. It's hard for me to explain to people what to look for when it comes to compounded pharmacies. And the reason why it's so hard for me to sometimes put that into words is because I have, like I said, I've worked with compounded pharmacies for a long time. So I have grown to trust them. I know that they have to be certified to be in business. And I know that the companies that I work with them have vetted them. So I've never had to really question compounded pharmacies until well, I mean, I questioned them when I had to use compounded medications when I had cancer, and then now. But I've been cancer free for over 12 years now. So being back in the compounded world, using it for myself and then for my daughter, it has caused me to just be more investigative.
I just want people to know that compounding pharmacies are not strange. Your Walgreens compound, you actually compound. It's just it's just that when you get a compounded medicine, I don't know when and where they struck fear in a compound medication or a compound pharmacy, and everybody is afraid. On some degree, all pharmacies handle compound. Your magic mouthwash, your skin care cream, your azithromycin for the little babies. Everybody on some shape, form, or fashion are doing compound. When it comes on a grand scale, that's when people start to get terrified. Don't fear pharmacies, because if you're going to fear pharmacies, I would fear regular retail over compound, to be honest. If you're going to be, and I don't want to put that out there like that to say that, but having a pharmacy background of almost 14 years, don't fear no pharmacy. Don't fear no compound pharmacy. Everything is written down to the T. Everything is looked over from FDA to DEA, monthly, annually, from every prescription to every person. No one is getting over on no pharmacy, hospital, mom and pop, none of that. So don't fear. Don't let social media make you fear in these compounded pharmacies.
Bridget's, did you see Bridget's comment? She said, I had an infection years ago and compound was the only medication that helped. I'm telling you, compound, I don't even know how much to say. Listen, when I had cancer, I was allergic to a lot of chemo stuff that they were trying on me, and they had to compound my chemo.
So that's all. Your fluids, just like your little IV bag when you go to the ER and you need IV and you're missing something out there, guess what? Sometimes that IV bag is compounded. So don't fear compound. I also wanted to go back to one of the people that said about your headache with the Excedrin. When y'all take the migraine medicines, they have caffeine. In order, you ever realize when you have a bad headache, you either have to drink a Coke or something with heavy caffeine to calm it down? That's what Excedrin is, high in caffeine. That's why you get your rebound headaches. Don't drink the water. Caffeine also dehydrates you too. That's why you get your headaches continue when you take Excedrin as well.
Yeah. So if you're having migraine, if you're having headaches secondary to taking this medication, or you're not a person that suffer with headaches, and then you take your injection and you haven't been eating or drinking and you have a headache, you don't have a migraine, you have a dehydration headache. That's it. You just have to drink. That's it.
500 asks, do you have less side effects with compound? And the only reason why I'm going to answer this first before my sister is because majority of my journey, I've been on TIRZEPATIDE and SEMAGLUTIDE compounds. So I'm speaking from a professional and a personal experience. In my opinion, yes, ma'am, I had little to zero side effects with compound. I didn't have the fatigue or the tiredness when I was taking MOUNJARO brand. When I was on Wegovy, Wegovy brand, I felt the side effects a little bit more, but when I switched over to SEMAGLUTIDE, I felt nothing. So, to answer your question, yeah, I think that B6 and that mine was compounded with B12. B12 helped me a lot. It gave me energy. And I felt it probably 30 to 45 minutes after I took the injection. So I think so, in my personal opinion.
Thank you, sister. Okay, let me just say this before I go, because I've been on here for some time now. I just want to say this to anybody who is dealing with obesity, and you have been dealing with it for quite some time, and you want to take this medication, you're skeptical about it. This isn't a decision that should be made overnight. Pray about it. Talk with your clinician about it. Get into a comfortable place about it. But I just want to reassure you and let you know that this medication is really changing lives. People who are diabetic, or their diabetes is starting to become controlled. They are coming off of their diabetic medications. Their A1C levels are becoming normal, which in turn helps their kidneys. So they are preventing kidney disease, because a lot of times with diabetic patients, they start to have kidney failure. And so it's helping them in that aspect. It's helping a lot of patients who have cardiovascular disease resolve cardio issues, because the inflammation that comes along with being obese exacerbates diabetes. It exacerbates cardiovascular disease. And so when you can get your obesity in control, it quiets everything. Okay. And in the process of quieting all of those comorbidities, it extends your life. It gives you a better quality of life. And, it just makes you feel overall, it just gives you overall well-being. So just keep that in mind. I know it's a big decision that you have to make, especially when you listen to people and all of their problems that they may or may not have with side effects. But I promise you, if you prophylactically treat yourself to prevent all of these side effects that can be treated over the counter, you will have a great experience with these medications. Your good days will far exceed the bad. I promise you that. I promise you that. When I tell you that my quality of life, y'all, secondary to cancer, I suffer with lymphedema in my arms because I had bilateral mastectomies. So every now and then, especially when I fly or if I'm up north, y'all, my arms swell so big. And I have to wear compression devices on my arms. And I have to wear compression garments, which is fine. You know, I'm here to tell y'all about it. So it's fine. It's fine. But on this medication, and I also have rheumatoid arthritis, which was triggered by the chemo drugs and the radiation that I was on. But that's a whole nother story. But 74 pounds lighter and no inflammation in my body secondary to obesity. When I tell y'all, I'm so happy. Like, my body is so freaking quiet. It's scary. Just imagine living with constant pain, you know, just constant pain. And I'm not talking about pain to where I'm hollering and screaming, but just like I could feel my body. You're not supposed to feel your body. You're not supposed to feel your body, but when you can feel your body and you're achy all the time and this and that, you just get used to living in pain all the time. When your legs hurting all the time, your feet hurting all the time, you swell when you sitting down. You sit down. I used to, if I sit down long enough, child, sometimes I have to come out of my shoes. Y'all, I don't have to deal with that. I haven't been dealing with that. And it's weird. Sometimes I be lying in the bed and I just be like, damn, where's the pain? Like, what? You know, like, pain used to be my friend. So it's weird for me to just live life normal, you know. So Amble is giving you guys the opportunity that if you are facing issues with your um insurance companies, prior authorizations, government programs, it's giving you the opportunity to have a chance without having to worry about physician fees and shipping fees. They do require, or they do ask you for a 3-month commitment so that your doctor can get to know you. But that's it. There's no commitments after that. So if you think about what you are gaining, um, you're gaining not having to pay those $75, $100. Some of us have insurance and we have cheaper copays, but for those of us who don't, you have options. So that's what we are here for. So don't rush to make no decisions. Do what you need to do when you need to do it. Just know I will always have my link in my bio on my platforms. Okay. So let me run through the comments really quickly. Miss Myra says, thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you, sweetheart. Nikki says, how much weight and how long? Nikki, I lost 74 pounds. It took me 13 months to do it. Nunez says, honey, you are right. I have a toothache that goes away when I take my injection. Dennis says it reduces inflammation in my tooth. Yeah, it is what it is, honey. It's an amazing medication, and I just hope the best for you guys. I hope that I hope that you do get the resource that if it is on your heart to start this medication, and you are having issues, that you do choose to sign up with Amble. Again, my link is in the bio, and again, you will have a dedicated physician that you will work with, and that physician will assign you to our already vetted pharmacies that we use, and the medication will be shipped to you for free. Okay. Sister Rose says, great information. Thank you for breaking that down. And listen, my sister is going to be doing videos very soon. And let me just make an announcement. Sister, can we tell them? Okay, y'all. My sister is a new homeowner, you guys. She just purchased her very own home for the very first time, you guys, and it is a new build. We built from, listen, we built from the ground up, and I am so I'm so excited for her, y'all. And listen, y'all know I'm going to decorate that thing, right? I'm going to decorate for her. And I have my own room over there, honey. Y'all already know it's going down. It's going down. So yes. So she'll have her own space. So she'll be able to do her own content creating. Because when I tell you, she is full of information, a great resource that I go to all the time for you guys. But I'm going to let you guys go. Goodbye, you guys on YouTube. I'm going to be posting the video very soon. Have a good